everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl Chetty Stitches. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the steps I took in designing this backpack. It's a very simple one and fast to make. So guys, if this sounds like something you're interested to know the steps I took in designing it, without wasting much time, let's get started. In making of this bag, I'm working with 1 yard of Ankara fabric, and this is the bag I'm recreating. You guys should have seen it in the thumbnail. So first of all, I'm going to start cutting out the side of the bag. Normally is for me to cut out the body before the side. In making of this particular backpack, I'm going to first work on the side of the bag before cutting out for the body. The whole length I cut out for the side is 34 inches and the width is 6 inches. At this side of the bag, I'm going to come down by 9 inches. This 9 inches is where the zip is going to start. Well, this is my first time working on this kind of side of the bag, and basically I believe I'll smash it. So I came in by 2.5 inches on both sides, and I'm just going to mark chalk there. So I'm going to also go up by 1.5 inches. You get, this is where the triangle is going to be formed. There's 1.5 inches. So from this pointed part, I'm just going to create a triangle, and you guys are going to see the reason why I'm creating this triangle, so that when adding the zip, the edge of the zip will be smooth. I'm going to extend the 2.5 inches line just like this, and watch carefully how I'm going to be cutting it out, and when I reach that triangle part, how I'm going to trace out the triangle accurately. So this is basically how I'll be adding the zip. You get, so the zip will fit in this place. So I'm going to use this part that I've cut out to trace out to the other side. So right now I'm going to be adding the zip to the side right now. So this is the front part of the side. I'm going to turn it to the wrong face. You get, so what I'm going to do now is to get the zip like this. Watch how I'm placing it at this part of the triangle. I'm going to like extend the zipper, let me say about 1 inches away from the triangle. You get, and when getting the zip, make sure you get a long zip that will be enough like to give you the shape of the bag you want, so that the bag won't be that small. So what I'm going to do now is to pin the zip to the side. So watch how I'm be pinning it, and when stitching, don't try to stitch the triangle which we formed. You get, so after pinning it, I'll go right on my sewing machine and stitch it. So after I was done with the stitching, the next step now is to go right to my sewing machine and top stitch it. So this is the reason why I told you guys you need this triangle. So for instance, if this triangle wasn't formed, you see this part will be rough when adding the zip. So the essence for this triangle is to make this edge smooth. So I'm just going to pass the triangle inside. As you can see, the edge of that part of the zip is smooth now. So if I go right on my sewing machine, I top stitch. So at this part, I forgot to add one of the zip head before stitching it up, but that's not a big issue. I'll now be working with only one zip head. So guys, after I was done top stitching, this is how it looks like. So what I'm going to do next now is to add one part of my zip head while I now stitch the zipper part to the other side. So guys, after I was done working on the side, so I'm going to now use my free hand to slant the side just like this. I'll just slant it. I'm just trying to make sure I get the exact recreation of the bag I want. So I'm just going to slant it this way so that this part of the zip, when stitching it to the body, you get it will actually fit in accurately. Like I said previously, when cutting out the main body of the bag, I've already measured the circumference of the side. So I use the circumference of the side to cut out the main body of the bag, and actually added extra inches to the main body of the bag because I'll be trimming stuffs away. So what I'm going to do basically now is to take away one for the front and one for the back. I'll be notching the center just like this. I will notch the center of the body of the bag and also notch the center of the side while I pin them together and go right to my sewing machine and stitch it up. So now I'll be working on the back of the backpack. So I'll be explaining what I've gotten so far. So this part I'll use to cover the hanging loop, and the handle is this one. So the handle is this two, and the part I'll use to attach the ring to the bag is this one as well. And for the hanging loop, this is the hanging loop I'll work with. So basically, I wanted to work with a belt for it, but I decided not working with a belt. Maybe I'll work with belt in another tutorial. You get, I'll use it as well. So what I'm going to do now is to stitch the hanging loop of the backpack, the handle and the ring. You get, I'll just pin them very well before I go right on my sewing machine and stitch it up. Just arrange it, place it very well, just very simple. You can see how simple I'm placing it, nothing complicated, and just go and stitch it up. So guys, this is basically all on the steps I took in making this bag. Like I said, it's very simple and fast to make. So we can give it to a child that is in kindergarten or K class that can just put, let me say, one book and snacks, and he or she is ready to go. But if you actually want to make yours very complicated, you can work with lining, gum stain, and it will be very strong and quality. Thank you guys for watching, and see you all in my next tutorial. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Bye.